Hello, everybody. I'm back with one more questions for DevOps and SRE interview practices. Let me make turn this into a slideshow so you can see better. So as you might recall from my other videos, I have sorted out 15 most important topics that are important for DevOps SRE interviews. The ones at the top, like cloud, CI/CD, performance, development, and scripting, they're more important than the ones at the bottom, like Docker and system design. So when you're studying for the DevOps and SRE interviews, you should put weights accordingly. The ones at the top you should be studying more. The ones at the bottom you should be studying less. Okay, today we're on number 11, Kubernetes. Again, I'm not sure why Kubernetes came into number 11. It is quote unquote one of the hottest topics in DevOps now. So really it should be ranked higher, but that's just my intuition, my experience, not what the data showed to me. So, all right. Question today is, if you are trying to make a pod using YAML files, but you have no access to internet, but your local computer has kubectl installed, how would you go about getting help to make that YAML file happen, right? So before I get to the answer, um, I just want to remind you that Floyd Spencer, my career advisor, is giving away a 1 hour free session for anybody who is in the job market. Please take advantage of that. And I have no financial benefit out of it. I just want to ensure people know about Floyd because he's so passionate about helping people get jobs. Okay, so the context for this question really is coming from the CKD exam, right? In the CKD and CKA exam, you will not have access to internet when you are running into issues with YAML files, like if we don't know exactly what to do. You can use kubectl command to actually get essentially the API descriptions for uh, for for the back end of the YAML file, right? So if you run a command like kubectl explain pod and then --recursive, it will print out in a really nice format all the possible options that are available um, for creating a pod, for what are the JSON parameters, if you will, right? I really should have put in a screenshot here for that, but I didn't do that, so that's on me. But really, if you look up and if you Google, if you run this command on your machine, or if you Google this command, you will see what I'm talking about. It actually makes it very easy for you to write up the YAML file based on what it's like a man page in the old Unix days, right? So it gives you what you need to create a YAML file per pod. Now, similarly, if you were trying to create a persistent volume, but you have no access to internet, so you don't know that you don't have the Google pages, whatnot, you can do the same thing. You can do kubectl explain pv dash recursive, and it will give you the format for creating a persistent volume and all the options and whatnot. So that really makes it easier to do when you have no access to the internet. All right, I hope you found it useful. If you have any other questions, you're welcome to find me on LinkedIn. I will try my best to answer your questions. And if you are finding these videos useful, please subscribe and I will see you in the next video.